Hi, who am I? I'm Ladina, and I'm a certified life coach.
Best Relationship Advice, Lover, Taylor Swift, 2019, for those that are ready for total commitment. Fun fact trivia, get the answer at the end of this video. While the song was in production, Taylor Swift had a very specific image in mind as she focused on the feel for the song. What image was that? Lyrics. We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. This is our place. We make the rules. And there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years? From the very start of this song, the listener is invited into a nostalgic feeling of romance. The dreamy vocals share a beautiful story of a couple building a home and life and being completely enmeshed with one another. This is a quote by Mike Zacchio. If two people have that chemistry and romantic connection that so many long for, everything else is manageable. You can't force feelings, but you can absolutely work your ass off to invest in those feelings. Lyrics. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? Ah, take me out and take me home. You're my lover. These big questions are beautifully given with a compelling hook of a melody. When you're ready to be completely devoted to someone, don't you wonder, could I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Our deepest hope is that we will have the patience, faith, and energy to fully commit every day, and that our sweetheart will do the same. We should choose to believe that it's not whether or not we can get through an obstacle, it's how can we get through this obstacle. Taylor Swift describes Lover as, quote, a love letter to love. It conveys an emotional spectrum through a romantic gaze. She was very deliberate with the bridge, saying she wanted it to be a fairy tale lullaby fable expanding upon a song that has been not as detailed up until that point, feeling that the verses were not up to her expectations. To that end, she was inspired by how newlywed couples customize their marriage vows and described the bridge as very personal and intimate. Swift said that Lover was the first pure love song she's ever written, which she felt very proud of. Here are the lyrics to the bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? With every guitar string scar on my hand, I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover. My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be overdramatic and true to my lover. And at every table, I'll save you a seat, lover. The bridge is so simple and sweet. I love the vibe of the bridge and how it carefully returns the listener to that chorus in a way that makes you crave that chorus. This song is the perfect balance of all of its elements. This is a quote by Brooke Salhani. You know you love someone when you found your best friend, your confidant, your number one supporter, and your daily life partner. You see them, your entire future with them. You feel so safe and comfortable with them. You want them to be the first person that you tell something to. That's what love feels like. Love doesn't have a time frame. Time doesn't measure how you feel about someone. When you know you love someone, you know. This is a quote by my late husband, Dr. Mark Kyling. He wrote this to me in a letter early on in our marriage. My dear lady, I realize something about my duty as a husband. I now see and hope to remember that if I meet your needs as I should, then you'll be able to expand your great gifts and enrich our lives. How can I find the strength to meet your needs without being strengthened by your gifts to begin with, and vice versa? It must be the same efforts occurring at once. Think about this. Do you invest in the chemistry and romance of your relationship? Do you show up for your sweetheart as a best friend, confidant, number one supporter, and a safe place for healing and comfort? Do you seek to support and meet the needs of your sweetheart? Key takeaways. When you love someone, you know. Our deepest hope is that we will have the patience, faith, and energy to fully commit every day, and that our sweetheart will do the same. It's not whether or not we can get through an obstacle, it's how can we get through this obstacle. As we meet the needs of our sweetheart and they meet ours, we expand in our gifts and are better able to continue to serve one another. Fun fact trivia. While the song was in production, Taylor Swift had a very specific image in mind as she focused on the feel for this song. What image was that? Answer, Lover is built upon a slow waltz tempo and a retro-styled musical motif. Swift said while recording, she imagined the production to sound like, quote, just the last two people on the dance floor at 3 a.m. swaying. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any in the future. And remember, love is the greatest adventure.